Just now I will be just showing the method that is made popular by Dr. Parvaje, my teacher, who taught me the Sneha variety of agnikarma. It's a very simple procedure, anybody can do it once you have practiced 2-3 times. So the procedure is best effect when it comes to the Varmam points, which of course can be learned by the basic course of the ARI Institute in Coimbatore. So we'll take one piece each of every step, how the oil or the oil with leaf is prepared to be pounced or pressed on the spot of the Varmam or the trigger point. All that we need, as I had said before also, this method is dedicated to Dr. Parvaje, who taught us, me, Dr. Sajeev and Dr. Rajesh, and we started doing it very extensively. The Ruksha Agni Karma is a very easy method, but this is a little to be learned, but once you learn it's very easy. You need is either Arka Patra, Erikila as we say in Malayalam, and you need of course the oil. My helper, he would just help me. Any oil is fine. Karpura the oil or Ketagi Mula, any oil. Basically something that has a penetrating action would be the best. And then of course spoon to stir the oil, and the the Kumari as we can call it, the aloe vera piece after the burn is made, and of course a marker to highlight the point which is to be burnt. So these are the basic preparatory materials, and now we get into the process of cutting the leaf. It is the best to make what is called the removing the watery content of the leaf, as we would say in Malayalam, elavatuva. It gives a greater scope to avoid quick breaking off or a quick tearing off the leaf. And then we get into breaking or rather tearing off the leaves to small pieces, and we keep a couple of bigger ones out there. It's not necessary to have only Arka Patra. Any Patra that is Vatahara is also fine, so long as it can contain the heat and also the oil in its coverage. So here we make it look. And now that we are easily about close to 1 minute of starting the procedure of heating, we have the Pottalanchitulum, if you can call in Malayalam. The sounds coming out, the watery content going away, and we need a situation where we have fume coming, and if you can notice how this fume is coming across, this is what we need, which will be packed into the bigger leaf there, and that makes it's important that the therapist or anybody who prepares it gets at least a face mask or at least a glove if the need be. Our staff, Mr. Sanup, is very experienced, so he doesn't care for the same. And here we have situations where it may be all fiery, but it's very easy to do once you get a mini practice. All that we need is the steam. So once the steam or rather the fumes are coming, then so as you see, this is a possibility and it has to be countered by blowing it off. Nothing to worry. We are here to show you the right method and also the wrong. So this is what we need to avoid. As you can see, the leaf has its property sent across to the oil, and then that makes it easier now. The blackish color of that makes it a suitability to put to this, as we'll show. I just do it of my own. If somebody's the point of Varmam or the trigger point is this, or say this, or wherever it is, we would be making the bombardment, if you can call that. If this is the bang on target of the area to be burnt off, where you will find like goli like nodules, very commonly found in many conditions of chronic LBA, or even if IVDP, or even if OA knee or PA shoulder, the many such conditions, cervical spondylosis, knots kind of area. So this is the point. What we'll make is we will be placing it like this, and we'll be putting this herbal hot oil. Just to this is placed here, and we will be making a folding like this, and then the video you have where you see the whole bunch. It's me only holding the camera, that's why. And then bang, we make the press as one. But when we make the press, very simple thing to be taken care of, which I say in a separate clip. As you know, we always keep the aloe vera ready. This is a Kumari aloe vera. That is the one that would cool off the area once we burn the area. Supposing if you have this big area like the tender varma point or a similar trigger point, which is most painful, it's like a nodule, like a goli, like a hard mass, like a trigger point. So that's the one that will be bombarded by the heat. Now our staff, Mr. Sanu, would prepare that. So we have this, and here in the purge. And of course this is not like this, it has to more hot, more warm, of course more hot, and a lot of fumes have to be coming out of it, indicating that it's very warm. And because we are dropping with laser precision on a point, like a laser guided bomb, like it's like a very laser precise bombardment, if you can call it that way. So, and then we will be uncovering, and then what we would be making. But just to let you know, just for information, this is should be like fumes coming out of it. This is just for sake of demonstration we make, because nobody will be willing to make a Sneha agnikarma for nothing. So we don't have models for this demo. So he will be just packing it. And yeah, this is how it is packed. Please ensure that you have the gloves. This is not a real practical, so then I don't make him wear gloves. So now we have these, and now this will be like point blank. Now what would happen in this is that this would be like fume coming out, and this is the kiri, and then we would say to the patient to tell like 3, 2, 1, 0. That's how we will prepare them, so that by that time they can easily make sure that they are exhaling the breathe out procedure, exhaling. And when they are reaching to 0, as we call, the exhaling is still being happening, and then we make one quick effect. So this fast it is, like we don't wait for easy, we are just like quickly, and then we are taking it out. So it's like very hot boiling point being pressed. So in the meantime, please ensure that you don't get injured by this kind of leakage here. This is very important. Avoid the leakage here. Just totally close with the gloves, and it's very perfect. So as soon as this is removed, it means that the burning has happened. The area will be very red enough. So it's best to allow that area for at least half a minute with that burning effect. 1 minute would be the best procedure or the best waiting time. And then you need to apply this aloe vera, this fresh like this on the point. Of course, this is the point where it is done. Or you can also have the option of maintaining it there. But make sure once the heat is not totally getting over, the patient still feels the heat after 1 or 2 minutes, you get a fresh piece of aloe vera coating done, because after some time the coolness will go off even though the pulp is still there. So that is very important. We find aloe vera is doing better than Muruvana itself. And before I conclude, I would like to comment that this procedure is owed to Dr. Ravi Shankar Parvaje from Dakshina Kannada, Puttur, Karnataka. I am his student. It's also owed to Dr. Sajeev, Senior Medical Officer, Marma Specialist, Kollam District Ayurveda Hospital, who I would say discovered, or who was the one who at least told me that it would be very interesting to do agnikarma on the trigger points or the varma points. That makes the best effect. I'm also thankful to Dr. Matthews, who taught me the Ruksha agnikarma, who mentioned that it's best you leave the agnikarma spot with that heat for at least 1 minute, so that the heat can penetrate deep inside, whatever action it makes. But it is found to be very, very effective. Thank you.